does here. Let's go over all the games happened on Tuesday night. Let's do monster line of the night. It goes to Nikola Jokic. Yeah, just crazy line again. 30, but to him it's pretty normal. 37 points, 11 points, 10 rebound, 11 assists, 2 steals, 65. Just crazy efficiency again. 65% on 23 shot attempts and 100% from the free throw line. He has been the number one guy, and it's not really close. In category leagues between him and Joel Embiid, it's not really close. He's way more valuable than Joel Embiid at the moment. And this season, I don't see why he can't be the number one guy moving forward. They do have a lot of injuries going on, but just really strong. And the dot of the night goes to Jrue Holiday again. Only 18 points. Only 4 points. Sorry, only 18 minutes. 4 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and a steal. Bad efficiency and hit both of his free throws. This is a buy low moment for him. He has been, before he got COVID, he was a top 20, top 25 player. After these 2 games, he must have dropped. Let me see, where is Jrue at? He's still running 26, as bad as he played the past 2 games. Only 18 minutes. I would buy low. I think his steal numbers might be a little bit high. He's still averaging 1.8, maybe 1.6, 1.7. I don't know how much COVID is going to affect his play, but they have All-Star break coming up, another week off. He should be, to me, he's a top 30 player. Over the years, he has been being that top 30 player pretty consistently. This season, the assists, the points, the assists, the rebound, they're all a bit low, as the defensive stats went up, mainly the steals. Over the years, he's pretty comfortably a top 20, top 25 guy, because he gets a lot of steals, he a lot of assists, and as a point guard, he blocks a lot of shots. Really good defender. So for sure, go buy low. Use the Norman Powell plus, do 2 guys that have really good short-term value. For him, try that. Maybe it works. Let's talk about the games. The first game is the Memphis Grizzlies beating the Washington Wizards. This game wasn't close. I think at some point this game was really out of reach. The Grizzlies, they're just really strong. They still don't have JJJ back, who is supposed to be their second best player after Jamal Murray. Dillon Brooks, pretty good game, a plus 25, 20 points, 2 steals. This season mainly he's really up his steal numbers, and took 19 shots. So he's going to give you 16, 17 points, some defense, but the field goal is really bad. Over here, 42%. If you don't care about field goal, you should roster him. Brandon Clark, 6'9", he started and had 4 steals. If he's out there on the waiver wire, you want to pick him up. JJJ might be back after All-Star break, and Brandon Clark might lose some minutes, so we still don't know what's going to happen. But JJJ should get 30 minutes pretty comfortably, so somebody's going to lose out on minutes. Valanciunas, 16 rebound. Desmond Bane started, didn't really do anything. Jamal Murray had one of his best games ever since he came back from the ankle injury. Great efficiency, this is what he does as a point guard. Great assist, great points. But for the season, he's not a really good free throw guy. He doesn't hit that many threes, and he doesn't get many that defensive stats. And the rebound for him was very comically low. He was averaging like 2.7 rebound last time I checked. Let's see where he ranked. Yeah, 122nd ranked player, averaging 3.2 rebound. That's low. If he can push the rebound up to just 5, that would be great. But I don't think he'll be even close to top 40 or top 50 per game. DeAnthony Melton got 26 minutes. This is why this guy is good. Given 25 to 30 minutes, he's a must roster guy. Sometimes he only played 10 to 15. He can really fill up the stat sheet, the steals, the blocks, the assists. Good stuff on him, but I wouldn't rush or grab him. Same thing with Justin Winslow. The minutes is too inconsistent. On the Wizards side, Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook both had a pretty good game. Both had 23 points. Russell Westbrook, the free throw is just insane. 4 for 9. At this point, if the owner is getting, he's been putting up really good counting stats lately. So I would buy low if you don't. I just know his free throw, his efficiency has greatly improved. 8-10 over here is obviously bad. If you don't get about free throws, sure, go trade Russell Westbrook. His rankings in category leagues is probably outside of 200 just because he's probably one of the worst guys in the league hurting your free throws at the moment. I think at worst he should be around a 70% free throw guy. I don't know. Every other game he's shooting really badly, but 15 assists and 3 steals. His steals has been up lately. So yeah, I think I would make. You can really trade him for peanuts if the owner is getting impatient with Russell Westbrook, hoping the efficiency might turn around. I don't think the efficiency it's gonna be bad. He might have one good 2 games here and there, but overall the efficiency is bad. Bradley Beal also a minus 25. 23 points. He should be better than this. Their center rotation continues to be funny. 30 minutes for Lopez, 20 minutes for Lane, and 11 minutes for Wagner. Not much to talk about. Roy Hachimura, 25 minutes, didn't do anything. If you still got this guy on your team, yeah, you gotta drop him. Davis Bertans played 28 minutes. A minute is good. Just want to see him take more shots. Only get off 5 threes. If he can just take 10 threes a game, I think he could be really valuable. Let's move on to the next game, the Clippers. Oh yeah, this game Kawhi Leonard was a late scratch. Change my camera real quick. Kawhi Leonard had some. What issue did he have? He was a really late scratch. I think he should be fine. They just want to preserve him till the All-Star break probably. Do they have another game coming up? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if Kawhi Leonard misses that game. Paul George, sure, great game. 20 took 26 shots. That's expected. 15 threes. Wow. He would have scored 40 points if he made a few more threes. Maybe 2 threes. With Kawhi Leonard, Paul George should eat. And only 1 steal. This is the big problem with Paul George this season. Just no steals. If he can average 1.5, 1.7, he can be a top 50 guy or better. But if he's just going to average 1 steal, he's just going to be a top 20, maybe top 25. And if the efficiency fall off, I don't know. Maybe even top 30. Batum played 30 minutes. The defensive stats are gone. Not interested in him. Serge Ibaka played 20 minutes. All those guys, Nicholas Batum, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson in the short term, all those guys, if Kawhi Leonard is going to miss the next game, you can stream them. There are so many guys you can stream. Patrick Beverly, Reggie Jackson, Serge Ibaka, Batum, Zubac, all those guys worth streaming. Lou Will. I believe Marquis Morris also exited the game with an injury. So Lou Will, Patrick Beverly, Reggie Jackson, Batum, all those guys you can stream. But their upside is pretty capped, even with Kawhi Leonard out. On the Celtics side, Jason Tatum continued to struggle. I would buy low. I'm pretty comfortable trade him for for Zach LaVine. Sorry, I would trade him for what's the other guy who's been overperforming quite a bit that I'll be comfortable trading. Yeah, he's ranked 24th. He should be a top 15 player, Jason Tatum. Like I'll be very comfortable trading Tobias Harris for him. Or Gordon Hayward or Chris Middleton. I doubt you're gonna pull that off, but you can maybe try Chris Middleton plus a Norman Powell. I would be very comfortable making that trade as well. Just don't think, and maybe Ernest Cantor plus let's say a Kyle Lowry, Ernest Cantor plus Julius Randle, guys that are playing already up to their ceiling. So I will be making those trades. Daniel Theis and Tristan Thompson played about 20 to 25 minutes each. No one really had a great game. But both guys worked. I think Theis has a better upside, but Tristan Thompson has been, in 20 minutes, he can grab you 8-9 rebounds. That's valuable if you want rebounds, sure. Jaylen Brown, another great shooting night. 8 for 14, but only 14 shot attempts. This is one worry I had with him. Another worry, obviously, I felt that the efficiency is going to fall. But with Kemba Walker returning, is he going to average 20 field goal attempts every single game? For the season, he's already outside of 40. In 9 category leagues, he's 47th ranked. Still averaging 25 points and 50%. Yeah, I think if the shooting starts falling off, his ranking is going to be really bad. Maybe he can even fall down to the 70s or 80s because the efficiency is still looking great. And I don't think he's going to average 25 points rest of the season. He's taking 19 shot attempts per game. I think with Kemba Walker coming back and Marcus Smart still going to come back, I just don't think he's going to take this many shots every single game. I just want to see him getting the sorry, that's Kemba. The one steal you want to see getting more steals, just more peripherals. Because if the efficiency fall off, we really need Jaylen Brown to get us more peripheral stats. Kemba Walker, this is a typical Kemba Walker game, I think, for the rest of the season as well. Great scoring, assists is also good, but nothing else. Hit 6 threes, of course. Peyton Pritchard played 23 minutes. If this guy can get consistent 25 minutes, and if Kemba Walker is gonna miss some games, he's worth streaming. And Robert Williams played 21 minutes. Pretty good game here. 3 blocks, 13 points, 4 assists and 8 rebounds. Bad from the free throw line. If he can play 20 minutes, he's definitely worth streaming. I just don't know. 22 minutes here is probably his ceiling. In the short term, maybe he get 25 minutes once we get toward the end of the season. But they're playing 3 big man lineups right now. If Marcus Smart come back, is Robert Williams going to get 22 minutes? I think this is a good time to trade him. Him and some Norman Powell for like a Jason Tatum, that kind of trade. Him plus like Julius Randle for Jason Tatum, who has been underperforming quite a bit. I would be very comfortable making these type of trades. I think Marcus Smart coming back, Tristan Thompson is going to move back to the bench, and Tristan Thompson is still going to get some minutes. I don't think he's going to be out of the rotation completely. Marcus Smart played 35 minutes a game, so that for sure is going to take some. They're not going to play 3 big men, these many, like 20 to 25 minutes each. This is just my opinion. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll 5 minutes. Maybe Sammy Ojeleye doesn't play at all. I just don't think Robert Williams will ever get to 25 minutes. And just 20 minutes, he's like a no once in a while. Worth streaming, but not. Every once in a while, he's going to give you like 2 steals and 3 blocks in 20 minutes. But there will be a lot of games he's just not giving you anything. Right? And then it's tough to hold on. Let's go on to the next team. The Atlanta Hawks. The big news actually came out yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Coach, what's his name, Lloyd, got let go. So the new coach is their assistant coach, Nate. What's his last name? He used to coach for the Pacers. Yeah, Nate Mcmillan. He used to coach for the Pacers last year. He got let go and joined the Atlanta Hawks. I think in terms of impact, I don't know. They only let Miami Heat to score 80 points this game. So maybe this team will be more defensive oriented, which means everybody should get more assists, and the pace might get a bit slower. So maybe Trae Young's gonna average 1 steal a game. Maybe John Collins is gonna start blocking more shots. I don't know what's gonna happen. But this game, very low scoring game, so they probably have more defensive oriented approach to the game, focusing on defense first. Trae Young over here, 18 and 10, a great game, but I don't know. With Bogdanovic coming back, well, he already did this game, and a few other guys coming back, is he gonna be? He had a good stretch, right? With everybody out, averaging maybe like 27 points and 10 assists. For the season, he's averaging 26 points. I don't know if there's one area he can improve. I don't know if he's gonna average more than 26. I don't know. 9.5 assists is already pretty high. 0.8 steals. Is he gonna give us more steals? So for the season, I mean, in 9 category leagues, this stats is he's ranked 49th at the moment. I just don't know how much room he can improve, and he's probably getting drafted in the 1st and 2nd round. If you can sell him for a top 20, if you can get him for Zach LaVine, right? You lose out some assists, but you win everywhere else pretty much. If you can do that kind of trade, I would do it. If you get a top 20, top 25 guy back, I would do it. I don't think Trae Young in category leagues. I don't think he can be a much he can be that much better than where he is at right now. Maybe a top 40, because the steals and the no defensive stats, the efficiency is low, and a lot of turnovers and field goal. It's just hard for a guy like this to be ranked that high in category leagues, to contribute like more than 3-4 categories on your team. Kemba Walker 32 minutes. He's worth at least streaming in the short term, getting 30 minutes plus. Clint Capella still great, 17 rebound and a block. John Collins continues to get no defensive stats. He should be a top 50 guy, which he is at the moment. Is he gonna get traded? We don't know. If he gets traded to another situation, I expect him to just can be a top 10, top 15 player. If he goes to the right situation, play 30 to 35 minutes, playing at the center most importantly. Tony Snell 30 minutes, not interested in him. Bogdanovic, you don't really pick him up now because I think at best he's maybe a top 100 player. So, but once his minutes push up to 30 minutes, he's worth grabbing, see what happens. Gallo got his 25 minutes, didn't really do anything, so not really interested. For the Miami Heat, Duncan Robinson hit 4 threes, this is what he does. Kelly Olynyk in 23 minutes got 4 steals against his Miami Heat team. So that's interesting. While Bam did not get any defensive stats. Bam, he traded his free throw this season. He improved his free throw for his defensive stats. I think if I own Bam, I would not be happy. I'd rather get those juicy defensive stats than those 85% free throws. If you draft Bam, you didn't really plan on getting this level of efficiency. But just a bad game here. He should be better. This game, Jimmy Butler was out, and the Miami Heat as a team, they only scored 80 points. Kendrick Nunn continues to get 35 minutes, so you hold on to him. 3 steals here, nothing else. You hold on to him. The minutes is really high for him. Goran Dragic and Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero actually filled up the defensive stats. Struggled shooting the ball, 3 threes, 4 steal and assists, and a minus 18. He's worth streaming for sure. Same thing with Goran Dragic. He's worth streaming. But both guys, I don't know if I want to roster them full time. Like, if they have only, let's say, two game week, I would be just hey, I'm just gonna drop them, and then if someone else pick them up, fine. The value, you can find other guys on the waiver wire, giving you about the same value, maybe even more. Let's go on to the next game. The Knicks losing huge. Got destroyed really by the San Antonio Spurs. D Rose did not play this game, so Frank Ntilikina started 25 minutes. Oh, it's just funny. And Emmanuel Quick got 30 minutes. Okay, great. I don't know what Tom Thibodeau, he just doesn't, I guess, likes to make rookies coming off the bench. I guess it's in their, he wants them to feel comfortable. It's in their comfort zone coming off the bench. But I think that's okay. Emmanuel quickly got his 30 minutes without D Rose and without Alfred Payton. If you still somehow holding Alfred Payton, you gotta drop this guy. I think when Alfred Payton comes back, whenever that'll be, he's not gonna be starting. Hopefully. Or even if he starts, he's gonna get 20 minutes anyways. Frank Ntilikina starting the rotation, but once D Rose or come back, he's not gonna be starting. 13 points. A minus 20. RJ, a blowout, 28 minutes. I just really want to see RJ's minutes pushing up. Notice Noah continues to get close to plus 35 minutes every single game. They don't really have a center after him. Obi Toppin is a power forward, so he's really the only center. That's why you roster him. Mitchell Robinson is going to be back, so he's another guy. If you want to trade him plus a top 60-70 guy for Jason Tatum, I would do it. Because in the next month or so, he's going to be great. He can give owner, maybe just help you, the other owner, win 2-3 weeks. So I think that's a trade that makes sense for both teams, especially in the short term if they need some big blocks guy and rebound guy, which Nolan Snowell give you 3 blocks here for 3 personal fouls. Great stuff from Nolan Snowell. You hold on to him very tight until Mitchell Robinson comes back, whenever that be. Julius Randle had one of his worst games. Still got 11 rebounds, a block, 5 assists, but not really great shooting the ball. But that's okay. If D Rose continues to be out, I would for sure stream Emmanuel Quickly. This guy just get points off the bench, just instant offense. If he play 30 next season, if he ever gets 30 minutes, he's gonna average 20 points. We don't know what's gonna happen with him. I don't think it's gonna happen this season, but hopefully he can start playing 30 minutes. This guy is good. Filled up the stat sheet. Took 13 threes. Alec Burks, you can forget about him. And Obi Toppin got 26 minutes with everybody out, but not interesting him. On the Spurs side, DeRozan, 5 shot attempts, but it doesn't matter. He had 11 assists and 4 steals. Wow, I was just talking about him last game. I was like, if DeRozan can get a bit more steals, that would be great. And he did that. He's a top 30 guy, 30th ranked player, averaging 20 points, no threes, but 5 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and just great efficiency from the field. He's been really good this season. He can be a top 35 and 40 guy. His ranking is a bit high right now. So if you want to sell high, but hey, I don't know who you want to sell high. Can you get if you can get a Jason Tatum, maybe him plus another guy who has some short-term value. For Jason Tatum, I think the owner is gonna for sure do the trade. DeRozan plus, Ernest Cantor for Jason Tatum. I think the owner for sure is gonna take it. Cantor has, if your team is in a comfortable spot, just winning, sure, you make that trade because Tatum is gonna be a top 15 guy and DeRozan more like a 35 guy, and Cantor is gonna be a droppable guy once Nurkic comes back. So Jakob Poeltl is a must roster guy. 30 minutes again, 8 rebounds, 8 points. He's not gonna give you points, and he's a bad free throw guy. We know that. A steal and 2 blocks, good stuff, and he's a plus 18. Trey Lyles continues to get 30 minutes. If you want some rebound, sure, you can stream him because he's been getting 30 minutes every single game. LaMarcus Aldridge was out due to sickness this game. Even if he played, I don't know, he probably come off the bench, play 20 minutes. So Aldridge is a drop, pretty clear drop. Monty Morris, 3 steals and 6 assists, that's good. Lonnie Walker still getting his minutes. But all those guys are going to start coming back. Keldon Johnson, Derek White, the first couple games they come back, they're going to play, 15, 20 minutes below that, and they will ramp up slowly. So just be patient with those guys. Let's go to the next game. Yeah, Denver, great. They destroyed Milwaukee Bucks, and we talked about Jokic already. Great stuff. Michael Porter Jr. only played 25 minutes. He was in foul trouble for fouls. It'll be interesting to see how many minutes is he gonna still start when Paul Millsap comes back. We don't know. With him, it's mainly about the minutes. If he can get 35 minutes, he will average, I think, 18 points and 9 rebounds. Good defensive set, pretty much great stuff all around. But this game, 25 minutes, 11 points, one steal and a block, 7 rebounds, 3 threes, 11 points. So still okay line from him. Will Barton, he's playing really well at the moment. The past 2 games. So if you want to stream him, sure. He's got a pretty consistent on this team, but so many nights he's just not doing anything. Monty Morris played 30 minutes, really filled up the stat sheet. 3 assists and a steal and a block. That's his defensive stats have been non-existent this game, and the assist number is pretty low for him as well. But with everybody out, sure, you can stream him as well. Jamal Murray had another great game. This is another sell high. I would trade Jamal Murray plus what's the guy? Him plus Nolan Noel for Jason Tatum. I'll do those trades. He's another guy who's been playing really well, and mainly he's just a points and 3s guy. Really, 6 assists here is nice, but he's not a big assist guy. Around 5, I don't even know he'll get to 5. And not a great steals guy. Although lately he's been getting a decent amount of steals. If this can continue giving you 5 steals and 1.3 steals, 5 assists and 1.2, 1.3 steals, he could be a top 50 guy, top 40 guy. But I don't think Jamal Murray can do this all season. Maybe he will, we don't know. On the Bucks side, Chris Middleton, weirdly 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Other than that, everything looks great. Giannis Antetokounmpo continues to be great. His defensive stats has been, he's been blocking so many shots, and he's ranked 20th in 9 category leagues. Forget about the turnover, he's gonna be top 2, top 1. 1.2 steals and 1.4 blocks. He can still get you more steals. That's the scary part. And obviously the free throws, you don't really worry about that, right? Averaging 29 and 12 rebounds, that's great, and 6 assists, great stuff from Giannis. Low pass, again, no blocks. It's disappointing, but I will still hold on to him in category leagues. In points leagues, yeah, it's the way a lot more better options out there. But the blocks he gave you is really great. Dante DiVincenzo only got 21 minutes. Yeah, forget about him. DJ August still starting, played 27 minutes. Not interested. Drew Holiday, we already talked about him. It's a great buy low. Like, for sure, if you, let's say, get a Jamal Murray plus a Norman Powell, 100%, the owner is going to take it. 100%. The question is, do you want to do that trade? Because I think for the rest of the team, Drew Holiday is going to be a top 25 guy. While Jamal Murray is going to be a top 50 guy, and Norman Powell, maybe a 100 guy, in my opinion. I don't think he's ranked like 70th at the moment, but I think they got all the injuries going on. Once everybody's back and healthy, and once the shooting fall off, I think he might even become droppable. So it's just those kind of trades. I mean, Drew Holiday in the short term, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, he's still going to be bad. Maybe just wait for a few more games and buy even lower. Right? Maybe you can just get him 1-for-1 for Jamal Murray. Maybe the owner says yes. Let's move on to the last game of the night. It's the Phoenix Suns. They're just too good. Beating the Lakers without AD. Lakers been dropping so many games. They're not gonna be first. I don't think they're gonna be first. Maybe not even second. So they won't have the home court advantage when it comes to playoff time. But I guess they don't really care. Mikal Bridges, great game shooting the ball. Great efficiency again. 19 points, 5 assists is also very, very good. But just want to see the defensive stats. No defensive stats here, but that's okay. Jay Crowder finally starting in place of Kaminsky. Kaminsky just didn't play. 15 points, 4 threes. This is what he can do, and a steal. If you want to stream him, I will be okay. DeAndre Ayton, just minutes very low, and only 5 rebounds. Very, very frustrating, but what else can you do? And everybody in your league knows DeAndre Ayton sucks this year, so you can't really sell high, right? At this point, Devin Booker, I think it's a blowout, so everyone's minutes a bit below. Devin Booker, 3 steals and 6 assists. That's really good. If he can average like 6-7 assists, his value is gonna go up. But if you're gonna average less than 5, really not much value. Devin Booker is just scoring a lot of points, and that's it. Chris Paul, only 8 points, but 10 assists. That's the most important thing that Chris Paul give you is the efficiency. It's the assists. It's the steals. He's not gonna be a good big scoring guy. So he might be undervalued in category leagues. If you can trade Devin Booker for Chris Paul, I would do it. Honestly, if you need those assists and steals. Saric had one of his best games of the season, 21 points, but I'm not interested in picking up this guy. Upside is pretty low. LeBron James filled it up, 38 minutes. He tried to carry the Lakers, and I think he's gonna miss tonight's game. Wednesday nights, 38 points, 2 steals and block. With AD injured, LeBron obviously has to carry the load a bit more. Great stuff on LeBron. And for the season, after this game, where is LeBron? He's still 31st ranked because he's shooting 70% from the free throw line. In category leagues, if the guy is a bad free throw shooter, the ranking is gonna be bad. So if he pounding free throw, all of a sudden LeBron James, Giannis, the rankings move up very, very huge because the counting stats they give is a lot. Right. Marquis Morris, nobody on the Lakers I'm interested. Montrezl Harrell started, only made 18 minutes because Marcus missed the game. So just don't roster him full time. I would drop him. Same thing with Dennis Schroeder. I would try to sell high. 38 minutes here, give you some points, and nothing. 6 assists is nice, but a lot of things is negative, like negative in turnover, negative in field goal, right? So I would try to trade Dennis Schroeder or just drop it. His value is really thin. Marquis Morris, 33 minutes. LeBron is gonna miss today's game. So there's some guys you can stream. Maybe like a Dennis Schroeder for sure. Marquis Morris, with everybody out, right? I think Kyle Kuzma was also out this game. So you can stream Marquis Morris. You can stream Dennis Schroeder. You can stream KCP, all those guys are gonna get a little bit usage bump, but not really excited about any of those guys. That's it for all the games. See you guys later.